Hey Julie, how you doing? All right. Yes, absolutely. Of course, I'm more than glad to take a look at your new ad and provide you with a robust critique. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I want to jump in here. Now we had problems with the last bouquet, right? So we jump in here and we can see this bouquet is a much, much higher resolution, much better quality than the last. So I think that works out pretty well. Good job there. That bouquet is much better. Okay, I think the ad itself is pretty darn good. Let me just, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we can see the whole thing in the window. You got pretty darn good here. So I've got a couple of recommendations. So my first recommendation is your layer panel. So if we see we've got, here's what we have. We've got a logo, then we got layer 13, layer 14, layer 12, and inside layer 12 we have other sublayers. Then over here we've got an ask layer, ask this, text, ask about, text to. The point I'm trying to make is that this ad should have the same three basic layers that we started with in assignment 2-2. Remember way back in assignment 2, week 2, we did that page composition activity, excuse me, where we did the masked image with the logo and the color background. Three layers, that's it. So you have a layer for your images, all images go on the image layer. You have a layer for text, all text goes on the text layer, and then logo and branding where your logo would go. All right, so all of these components need to be on one of three layers. So I would definitely adjust that. The next thing we see is that the background image has a little bit of a blue cast to it. And I think it has to do with the fact that it is night. Well, actually not night, it's sunrise. This is sunrise, and I think that's an interesting perspective. I think that one thing it causes though is a little bit of a lack of contrast right here. So, and because that's very close to the same hue. So we're going to create some contrast here by eliminating this. This is a good job, good typographic composition here with the offset type, the black in the background. But what we're going to do is we're going to place purple type right here. And that purple type is going to be much, much more visible. Now, the next thing we're going to do is take our subhead. I would start that subhead with a cap. Celebrate Your Love with our spa romance package. And instead of black, let's go ahead and try to set that in either white or in the same purple. All right. Then what I would recommend is coming down here. The bottom of this looks great. I think the logo might be a little too large. Look at watch my cursor, something like this on the logo. Okay. Then what I would do is I would take this ask about, this text right here, and then these bullet hits right here, and I would just take all of these, come down from your Y. There's your guide. Note that, so come down from that Y, create a text box right here, and then include that information in white type, since it seems like white type is very legible over this image. So just one paragraph of body copy instead of all of these different areas. We have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, well actually technically 6, 7, 8 different stops here that we can actually accomplish with one paragraph of written information. So you'll take all of this information and transpose it into one written paragraph and place that right there. And I think that is really, really going to improve the harmony of the page. Try it. I think you're going to like it. Let's check a couple other things here while we're here. Let's go ahead to File, Document Setup. Your bleeds are set up at 1/8 inch. Excellent job there. Let's check your color mode. Document color mode set up in CMYK. Excellent. So everything is looking fantastic. You're showing outstanding proficiency. I'd like to see those changes reflected in your final ad. I think it'll improve the ad. And if you want to go ahead and make those changes, resubmit here or make those changes and place it in the general questions area of the discussion board, or you can email it to me, whatever you want. And if you would like me to take a look at it before your final submission come up here in a couple of weeks. But I would like those changes mentioned to be reflected in your final, the final composition for the magazine ad. Okay, and in a perfect world, you'll get all of those changed and set before you start your banner ad, because you'll be using this to adapt to your banner ad. Okay, so at this point, I think the most important thing is to let me know if you have any questions or if I can make any clarifications at all. I'll be glad to do so. All right, great job. Thank you so much for sharing.